live, and we're talking about the one and only Wendy Williams is back. She did an interview with Good Morning America. She did not do it on camera. She did a phone call, and she said she's back, and she said she will be back in 3 months. And they talked about the Wells Fargo situation. Now, apparently, according to Wendy Williams, that she wanted her son over her money, and the person did not like it. The person was losing some power, and they reported her to Wells Fargo saying that she um, is not mentally stable and that she needed a conservatorship. And then Wells Fargo froze all her accounts, and they said, hey, you need a conservatorship. So listening to all of this, playing out, we were the first blog to say, hey, Wendy, why don't you come out publicly and come on camera so people can see how you doing? I'm gonna say yeah, people can see how you doing, so folks could be like, okay, Wendy Williams doesn't have a problem. There's nothing wrong with her. Now, the thing about this Good Morning America interview that I'm like, why did not she come on camera? Put some makeup on, put a wig on, because it's still gonna be some people saying she's not on camera. Maybe she don't like to see how she looked. She was on a phone call, and people were definitely responding to the interview. They said, why didn't she come on camera? Now, I don't know how is she's going to do do a show in 3 months. I don't know how she's going to do that because her show has been canceled. Unless she got another show that's going to be just Wendy, that's going to come out soon, then we can believe it. But I don't know how she's going to be able to do a show in 3 months, because once the 3 months is it, her show has been canceled, and Sherry Shepherd is going to be doing a show on her own. She's going to be replacing the Wendy Williams time slot. So I don't know if Wendy is definitely going to be doing something else with Dermot Mercury. I don't understand it because they have canceled her show. Her show is canceled. Now, according to Wendy, she says she's going to be back. She have a mind of a 25-year-old. That's what she said. She said, I have a mind of a 25-year-old. That's what she said. And she said she will definitely be back. Now you hearing you hearing all of this stuff that's going on social media about this. And I know a couple of people is huge fans of Wendy Williams. This is great news for Wendy Williams and for Wendy Williams people. Now we are seeing here how all this is going to play out in the news about it, because she says she'll be back in 3 months. Now, speaking of that, being back in 3 months, how in the world is that going to play out with Sherry's show? Because Sherry already announced a show on Wendy Williams' show that she got a new show coming out in September called Sherry. And then she put it out there that she did not replace Wendy Williams, but that's not correct. She did replace Wendy Williams' time slot. And so people don't understand that she replaced the time slot when it came out. Now, I'm looking at Wendy Williams in this interview that she did with Good Morning America, and I'm feeling some type of way because, first of all, it took her months to come on and say something. Of course, she went live on her, and she didn't go live on her page, but she did a pre-recorded video and she got her age wrong. I think she said she was 56, but she's actually 57. She said that back in the day. So now we're saying how this is going to play out. Are people excited that she got her new show coming out? Are you excited that this is going to happen? Do you think that Wendy Williams is well? Y'all let me know in the comments here. And I saw a lot of people are saying about this. And I also believe that the bank probably canceled her funds, because I was looking to somebody. I'm like, what would make the bank feel like somebody is using her? And I said, maybe the son tried to buy some expensive jewelry, or maybe the son tried to buy some expensive items that typically wasn't items that is being spent on her account. Maybe that could have been it. The son probably was purchasing some things that was going in. And I'm like, what's going on? So we're going to see how this is going to play out in the blogs. We're definitely going to see how this is going to play out in the next 3 months, because she said in the next 3 months that she will be doing her show. I don't know how this is going to be playing out when it comes to about in 3 months. I don't know. Let me see what they're saying right here in the media stuff. Give me a second. Let me type her name in and see if any of them report about it on the blogs. I know they talked about it on there. Okay. This is what the Daily Mail wrote. Let me screen share this. And then we'll open up the phone lines. I don't know if Blue Skies want to call in. I don't know if she have something to say about this. We'll open up the phone lines and let y'all call in. All right. So Wendy Williams says she is well enough to make TV return and manage her own money after her show was canceled. Wells Fargo locked her out of her accounts after labeling her an incapable person who was not sound of mind. Wendy Williams says she's healthy and ready to get back on TV less than a month after her iconic TV show was reassigned with a time slot given to Sherry Shepard due to hold on, wait a minute. What in the world is going on here? It just popped. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to read this and it's doing too much here. Okay. The former shock jock also addressed the Wells Fargo. Let me say this. Let me read this paragraph first. She said, Wendy Williams says she's healthy and ready to get back on TV less than a month after our iconic TV show was reassigned with a time slot the time slot given to Sherry Shepard due to her host's prolonged health battles. The former shock jock also addressed Wells Fargo's claim that she is who is suffering from undue influence and financial exploitation. During a brief interview on Good Morning America Thursday morning, she declined to appear on camera, instead speaking to a correspondent, J.T. Holmes, by phone. And they said, asked if she sounded mind, and outspoken entertainer replied, absolutely, are you? When people want to control of their accounts, they say anything, including something crazy like that about me. She shot back. This is a quote from Wendy. They say that I need someone to handle my account, and I don't want that. I want all my money. I want to see all of my money that I've worked hard for my entire life. I don't lie. I don't cheat. And I don't steal. I'm an honest, hardworking person, she said, adding that the bank froze her accounts for 2 months and prevented her from paying her bills. Williams fans haven't seen the host in her famous purple chair since July 2021. This is what I love to say to my Wendy watchers. Keep watching because I'm going to be back on Wendy's show bigger and brighter than ever, she said. Good morning. This is it. That's a picture of her. Okay, they said Wendy Williams show, which is syndicated, airs on Fox own station and was scheduled to return in September for season 13. Wendy's return was delayed and eventually canceled for the rest of the season after her team says she was experiencing serious complications as results of Graves' disease and her thyroid condition. Graves' disease is an immune system disorder that results. Y'all know about Graves' disease. Let me scroll down. Since taking a break, Williams has been spotted being led by her hand into her New York apartment while wearing hospital socks in a wheelchair. On Thursday, she made it clear that is nothing to worry about. Her health is very well, and I've actually had a few appointments. You know, I'm 57 now, and I have a mind and body of a 25-year-old, she said. Last month, the production company Dearmar Mercury announced that Wendy Williams' show would officially cancel after a string of guest hosts, including Winnie Cummings, Michael, and filled in their legendary gossiper. And actually, y'all see Wendy Williams. Y'all see her in a wheelchair with the socks. Y'all see Wendy Williams again walking with hands in her hospital socks. That picture was taken like last year, and there's another picture of her taken on last year. Okay, action friend Sherry Shepard has been taped to take over the time slot with her own show, simply titled Sherry. A spokesperson for Williams says she is assured that she's had her healthy to get to a point where she can host again. And should her desire be that she hosts again, that she will be back on TV at that time. I'm very comfortable. You know, my partners with the show, everybody's ready. Wendy Williams said Thursday, though she later clarified she might need extra time. Well, give me about 3 months. There are private things that I have to deal with, and I'll be ready to come back and be free and ready to do my thing. Last month, lawyer for the bank, Wells Fargo, sent a letter to New York County Supreme Court judge seeking a hearing to discuss her finances. Williams' former financial advisor, Lori, claimed that Williams was on sound mind, which led to Wells Fargo blocking the New York-born presenter's access to her accounts in mid-January. So you see all this stuff is going on. Then that's Wells Fargo, and that's just, took a picture of her son. Oh, they just pictures of everything. So after the segment, Holmes confirmed that Wendy is back in New York where she wants to be, but her team says she wasn't able to go on camera. Wendy Williams' show would end and replace this fall with a show hosted by Sherry Shepard, the producer of both TV programs, said last month. Since Wendy is still not available to host the show as she continues on her road to recovery, we believe it's best for our fans and station advertising partners to start making the transition now. Dermar Mark, co-president, said that's the statement that they said. They said, we hope to be able to work with Wendy again in the future and continue to wish her a speedy full recovery. The executive said they also expressed their great love and affection for Wendy and their admiration for her success. And that's Sherry Shepard, a picture of her, and Sherry Shepard and Wendy. Okay. And that's all the stuff that I really want to read right now. All right, and then this is her, her new Instagram account. Okay, that's her new Instagram account right there. Hold on, let me scroll down right here. The real Wendy Williams, that's her and her dad. So now she's back in New York. Her dad. And that's the video of her when she was like walking and everything like that. There you go. As y'all can see that. So how excited is this? This is great news or not? So I'm gonna open up the phone lines. Good morning. If y'all want to call in and speak on that, I will open up the phone lines. It'll allow you all to call in. Okay. I don't know if y'all want to call in or not on this lovely morning. Do y'all believe that Wendy Williams will be back in 3 months? Y'all let me know. Give me a second here. Hold on, I'm going to open up these phone lines. Right, give me a second. With these phone lines, if y'all available, if y'all want to call in, we'll open up the phone lines here. I think she should come back on her show, honestly. Because I don't think Sherry will do a good job. I'm just saying, humbly. The number is 646-716-8447.
For your show now, press 1 to hear.
Your show is scheduled to start in 34 seconds.
You know, I'm being real. Okay, if anybody else want to call in, the number is 646-716-8447. That is the number. Ended. Okay. 646-716-8447. If you're calling in, that is the number.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right.
Blog Talk Radio.
All right. 6268. Good morning.
Good morning, Wiley. I'm so glad that you brought up this subject. You know, and I'm going to say this. I missed everything. I came in with you saying open up the phone lines and Wendy Williams. Because I'm going to tell you like this. When Wendy got back with Kevin, her mind came back. He set her back on track. When Wendy got mad about that baby and got rid of her husband just because of that situation, because Wendy always knew about this woman, the mortgage, the house, and everything. What triggered her was that baby. When she got rid of her a relationship for so many years, it hurted herself. It hurted herself. It took Kevin to come back and put her pieces back together because definitely no, he's in charge and he's directing this bus right now. Okay? You understand? Women, I got into a big thing with ATLE. Okay, Michelle, because she allowed somebody to slander my baby and my grandbaby because I said black women need to stop getting rid of their husbands. And I called her miserable and lonely. I didn't mean to call her miserable, but I certainly meant to call her lonely. You know, and I'm saying this because women begin, but look at her. She'll be back in 3 months. You know, I thank God that she survived. You know, Whitney Houston didn't. I survived. I thank God. These drug addictions is not a joke. You can die. I survived. And I thank God because it was never me that wanted to stop. It was just that God wanted me to stop because God wanted me to be selected to do certain things, preach the revelation. You understand? So I just want to thank you for accepting my call and thank you for, you know, your show is very good, blowing up. I was with you at the beginning. I'm glad you bringing it, and I'm so glad she's coming back because, man, that was rough. That was rough what she went through. Thank you, Wiley.
Thank you so very much. The number is 646-716-8447. The number is 646-716-8447. 1753, calling you on air.
Good morning, Wiley. How are you?
Good morning. Doing well.
Good. I know I missed your live last night because you were like up kind of late. But yes, I'm glad to see you back live this morning. So I just want to say that I think that Wendy cannot let go of like her old times. Like I understand that she worked really hard to be where she is. She came from radio, you know, and then like she worked her way up and climbed the ladder. But I think she's really trying to like rehash like her old moments. You know what I mean? She's not well. I think that she needs to really take a step back, you know, because 3 months is not enough time to really like gather yourself. You know, she doesn't look good. To me, she doesn't sound good. You know, and I think that her mental health is more important than thinking about, okay, well, who's going to take over my time slot? You know what I mean? I do think that she took the Kevin situation really hard, and she's still trying to hold on to whatever pieces of herself that she has left, which is the Wendy Williams show. That's what I honestly think.
Right.
And it's unfolded. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying right. You're right about that.
You know, so that's just how I feel about it. I just don't feel like she's going to be ready. I think she should just really take a step back. And I think the Wendy Williams show has definitely ran its course. I do not think that Sherry Shepherd should take it over. I think that that's Wendy's brand. She built it from the ground up. And I think it should just retire to like where she is. If she does want to come back in the public, I do think that she should start small. She probably should start going live on her own pages, you know, even like not even just podcasting, but maybe even like, you know, go making like, you know, lives on Instagram, you know, so we can like really see, you know, how she's doing and like, you know, maybe be a little bit like see like how her rehab is going, you know what I mean? And then like kind of like rebrand herself if she wants to come back.
Yeah, I feel you on that. And we definitely going to see how this is going to play out with this podcast deal that she got coming out. And I'm hearing that it's a couple of million. And that should be more easier than versus you getting up, putting on makeup, getting dressed, and you just doing audio.
Yeah, not only that, but she's more familiar with it because she came from radio.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So I do like wish her best in all her endeavors. I just think that she just really needs to focus on herself. She doesn't look well to me. Okay, she doesn't look well. I don't really like to talk about people's appearances because you never really know what they're going through, you know, on the inside. But I do think that she like watches social media a lot and like she really look at the comments and, you know, she's always like trying to come out and saying, yeah, I'm coming back. Listen, there's a time for everything. I think that she needs to take like a year or so and just worry about the podcast deals and just like, you know, making herself look, you know, more healthy and then come back to us bigger and better.
I agree. Thank you so very much.
All right, have a good one, Wiley.
No,
Take care.
Thank you. Thank you so very much for calling in. All right, the number is 646-716-8447. I got the number streaming at the bottom. So you also got it pinned. It's 646-716-8447. Good morning, 1867.
Hey, good morning, Wiley. How you doing?
All right.
Very good. So I just disagree with the first caller. I don't think this is Kevin's doing. Wendy has been gone for over a year now, and I think this is her time to come back. What I love about your platform, Wiley, is you do speak on mental illness, and we got to get ourselves together so we can be our best self. I'm going to school right now for human services, and I think Wendy is trying to go out on top. You know, it's been a lot of rumors and this and that. While we was thinking she had holes in her head last season, and she was buying a $3-4 million, you know, home. I think she's moving in silence, and she's gathering her things, and she's getting ready for the big comeback. I think she's been taking care of herself these past couple of months. What do you think, Wiley?
I agree.
I think it's time for her to come back. You know what I mean? And Sherry, like you said, that's about to be canceled. Just like Nick Cannon. She want to talk about Deadmar Mercury. Shout out to Nick. Girl, it's a wrap. It's time for Wendy to come back and do what she do. And I do think it's time for them to give Wiley a shot. He needs the Wiley Show to go live so we can get what we need, what the world has been missing. and I'm back out in the bushes. Thank you, Wiley.
All right, thank you. And so, regardless of what it is with Nick Cannon's show, definitely was canceled within 6 months. It didn't even last a good season because the ratings were just extremely low. And that's what made Sherry Shepherd's show may be low. She may get done with a season. We're gonna see how that's gonna play out in the ratings. We're gonna see what that show is all about. And we definitely will keep y'all updated on that show and the ideas of what they're going to have about it. But I will not be surprised if that show is canceled as well. So anybody else want to call in? The number is 646-716-8447. The number is 646-716-8447. So regardless of it all, we definitely going to see how is this show going to play out. Wendy talking about, she says she'll be back in 3 months. Is it still going to be with Dermar Mercury, or is it going to be with a different company? I definitely want to see how is the Wendy Williams show going to play out on her on this new venture. So we definitely want to see how this is going to be played out. Okay, give me a second here. Let me see what y'all say in the comments. My mom and I enjoy Nick's show. Yes, council. There wasn't a lot of people. They said Sherry is just dry. She's dry. They said Wendy needs her own show on Sirius XM too. They said, "Can you okay? You have to come back." That's old tape on the beach. And so we definitely gotta say, like, listen, Wendy Williams came out and she said, "Hey, I will be back in 3 months. I got a mind of a 25-year-old." That she told her people that she couldn't be on camera, that she wanted to come on audio. And Janet, she did an interview with Good Morning America. I think this is a good step because now the blogs are going around and they're doing commentary about Wendy Williams. Now the blogs got something to say about it. And so with that being said, Wendy loved when the blogs talk about her. She loved when the media folk talking about her. But at the end of the day, is she healthy enough to come back? And that's the key. Is she healthy enough to do her show? I don't know if she's healthy enough to come back. I don't know if she, you know what I'm saying, especially having that whole ordeal with the bank, because I don't think that got resolved yet. That's going on. So let me see how all this is going to play out. We definitely going to keep y'all updated on this situation. And we're going to keep you updated. We're going to see how all this is going to play out when it comes to this. And we definitely going to give y'all an update on here, because when this is being said, this is something that is definitely going to play out on all the blogs. And we're going to keep y'all updated on this 100%, because this is all going to play out in the media focus. We're going to see how this is going to play out. Okay. All right. So thank y'all so very much. We are live. And we want to say special shout out to Wendy Williams for doing the interview with Good Morning America. Now we're going to see what's the next step for the Wendy Williams show. Will it continue on television, or will it be canceled the way they announced it's going to be canceled? Will this disrupt Sherry's plan for her show? We will definitely keep you all updated about this on all the Wiley Show platforms. I definitely want to give a special shout out to all the moderators in the house. Thank you so very much. And I want to say a special shout out to all the producers for coming through. And thank you to all the people that called in. All right, we're going to bring this show to a close. Again, we want to wish Wendy Williams the best. We want to wish her health and wellness, that she can continue to walk on her own, and that she continue to do this on her own. And we're going to see how her future holds. Will she be back hosting her show? We definitely going to see how that's going to play out. Okay. And I would say special shout out for that. I'm a family on the show, and the woman can never, I'm only because she was talking about, okay, all right, okay. I'm seeing it right here. Yeah, so we're done. I just came on here and talking about Wendy Williams, and we will see y'all in the next live. Thank y'all. Peace. Let me take this last phone call, you guys. 8844, you live on the air.
Hi, good morning, Wiley.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
Doing all right.
Okay, you have a new first time caller. I love your show. Okay, so moving on to Wendy, I feel like she should just retire because I feel like she's going to go out as a legend anyways. So just hang it up. The new people that are trying to do it like her, I mean, they're failing miserably. Nobody's really checking for these new celebrities that are coming out with TV shows. Nick Cannon's show getting canceled. Kelly Clarkson, she's boring. So I feel like nobody's really doing it or is going to be able to do it like a Wendy Williams. And yeah, I feel like she's just going to go out as a legend regardless. And I don't know who's really like coming out with the idea of celebrities having their own TV shows. I feel like nobody's really checking for TV like that anymore. YouTube is where everybody goes now to get the gossip, the news uncensored. So I feel like YouTube is the new TV nowadays. Nobody's really paying for cable like that.
And that's not even, I don't even think it's on cable. That's just like regular TV. You know what I'm saying? For Wendy Williams show. That's not even on the basic cable. That's just a regular channel. But I also feel like a lot of people are listening to a lot of like YouTube podcasts. They're not really tuning into television shows. And Wendy Williams' rating was all right, but it's nowhere near the ratings of The View. It's nowhere near the ratings of the type of ratings that Oprah Winfrey used to get back in her glory days. So a lot of people are not really tuning into regular television anymore. They're tuning into the Joe Buttons, the DJ Academics, the Wiley Show, the Breakfast Club. They're tuning into those other avenues. They're not really tuning in to watch television. And I think that's how Nick Cannon suffered a lot, because people wasn't tuning into his show because they tune into other stuff.
Exactly. And then when Wendy Williams first started, like she was, you know, at the top. But after a while, after like a couple seasons, like she kept forgetting stuff, and it was just a hot mess. And I feel like her ratings had declined drastically just because of that too.
Facts, 100%. All right. Thank you so very much for calling in.
Okay. Thank you. Have a good day.
All right. Thank you. Okay, hold on. I was about to end. Y'all better call in because I was about to end the show. I got to get ready for a whole nother episode I got to do. 8018, caller, you on air.
Hi, Wiley, and I'm glad that you plugged your show because they do need the Wiley Show just as well as Joe Budden and the rest of those. They need you sitting up there with them. I just wanted to just give a little scenario. Imagine you being in, let's say, I'm going to say just the director's chair, the host of a show, but behind the scenes, you're having issues with your health, you're having issues with your significant other, and at one point maybe you have a child or not. You could be dealing with your child acting out. That is enough to break anyone, even the greatest of the greatest people that some people look up to. They all have a breaking point. I do understand that with Wendy she is up in age, but she's still there. People are canceling her out because they see, okay, well, she doesn't look that way. She doesn't look this way. But if you're dealing with all of this, and we're going to pile it in and say mental illness, if you're dealing with all of this and you're having mental breakdowns, what would you do? I think that Wendy, it would be good for her to, a comeback would be good. A podcast, as you always say, you talk about podcasts all the time. I think that a podcast would be on point because that is what everyone is tuning into. More podcasts, they're listening more. She doesn't have to go back to network television. Yes. I'm sorry. And then let me put this in there. Add this. You have someone stealing your money. That is enough to make you snap like, what? On top of all of this, my man had left me, got a baby. My son acts out sometimes. The network, of course, they cancel me. I understand. But then you stealing my money. That is enough to make anyone break. I don't think that we need to cancel her out just yet, because she's iconic in my eyes. I used to listen to Wendy when I was in college, which was eons ago. And that's when I had to go to the computer because in college I didn't have cable. Okay. When I came home, I was able to look at Wendy. Wendy did an interview with Suge Knight. I'll never forget that. She was all over him. She wasn't intimidated by him. She knew what to ask him. She was, she was just out there. But I'm saying all that to say, don't cancel her out just yet. Yeah, maybe network television. I don't know. It could be and it couldn't be. I think that she can make a comeback. But I also do believe that she could do a podcast and she could talk about her entire life because Lifetime, when they did that movie, that documentary, that didn't do her justice. Because the ones that have been there, like from when, not, watching Wendy from the beginning, we know how it started. We know how wild it was back then, So I just don't think that we need to cancel her out just yet. Maybe she does have something in the works and we do need to keep people such as her and other people that are suffering from mental illness in our prayers, because we all have a breaking point. Let's not forget that. Love you, Wiley. Love the producers. Y'all call in so Wiley don't leave.
All right. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Okay. 6258. I'm sorry,
Okay.
6268. I'm sorry. Go ahead, sis.
Yes. Wiley, let me tell you something. Wendy has to go back to radio. That will blow up. If she just opened back up a radio show, can you imagine just listening to her driving or listening to her talk or her mess and not having to tune into a show? That would probably be better for her. But I also called in for this. Wiley, I've been rocking with you from day one. Your moderator is mad disrespectful, and I would like for you to check your moderator that calls himself mouth, because I'm not to be played with. My page is serious, my message is serious, and I take everybody's page serious. Wiley, I take your page serious. I try to offer good ideals, to entertain your audience, and I don't appreciate you having this crab in the barrel on here trying to insult me. Talking about I'll be on every page. You don't know who I am. You don't know my message. I am an activist fighting to change laws that got you comfortable to be able to sit on a seat or a bus. Not going to change the subject, but watch your mouth and check me, baby. Come pull up wherever I am. Thank you, Wiley, for your time.
Thank you so very much for calling in. All right.
Okay, but Wendy got to be back to the subject. Wendy got to be back on radio. Just imagine hearing her. Remember when her and Whitney Houston had an argument in a fight? Remember that?
I remember that, yes.
Yeah, that was epic. That's what she'll do. And she got too many ailments to try to be dressing up for us. She needs to be able to sit back and run her damn mouth and look and be in whatever makes her comfortable in her home or anywhere. She needs to do her broadcast from her house. I would definitely tune in. Her YouTube will be flourished. She needs to be, she needs to be on the radio, but, I don't listen to radio as, but anyway, thank you, Wiley.
Okay, thank you so very much for calling in. All right. Okay. Wow. This is a lot. This lovely morning. Okay. 1867.
Yeah, Wiley, she definitely said what the hell she said.
Okay.
All right. I wanted to call back in to add, Wiley, I think Wendy is a genius because we seeing with her absence what is missing. I think she's calling the network, YouTube, and whoever else that wants her. I think her bid is going up. She's calling everybody's bluff, and she's showing them, look what's out here. Like the other girl has said, I was staying at the embassy the other day on a little staycation, and the girl was like, Kelly Clarkson. They got her playing, and man, I turned that shit as soon as it came on. And we don't have that no more. Outside of like the Wiley Show, Tasha K, my little, gossip girl. I watch my stuff on YouTube, but Wendy is smart. I think she is bargaining and weighing it out. I had seen in your chat the other day, somebody had said if they let her go while she's sick, then she's got a real big lawsuit coming, and like I said, I'm not giving Kevin or nobody Wendy's flowers. I wanted to call back to shout out Wendy Williams because nobody can do what she does. We all fall sometimes. And I think she's just picking herself back up, and we need to support her. Like we support Tasha K as a Black woman. You know, Tasha K was talking all that mess. I think she needs to go on and pay that bread. She got it. But we ain't talking about Tasha K. We love her too. But I'm just saying, all honesty, we need to go on and give Wendy her flowers, and we need to support her wherever she goes. Last caller had a point. It would be nice to listen to her while we on the road on our way to work, throwing her in. That's how we do with you. That would be amazing. But I do you think that she's kind of like, you know, weighing out her options and just waiting, making them wait out and seeing that they kind of need her?
I feel like, you know, she could do a podcast because, you know, YouTube is offering bread right now to do a podcast on the YouTube platform. I don't know if you read that article that they're offering $50,000 to host a podcast on, and of course they'll pay Wendy Williams more because of the audience way more that the audience that she would bring in. So I'm super excited. Or she could do what Joe Rogan did and get a multi-million-dollar podcast deal with Spotify.
Absolutely, Wiley. And if you could just leave her a voice note. You know she watching. She loved the show. I think it was because of you is why she had made that or put that post up. Even though it was an old post, I think you got her inspired. We need to give her a note. We need to show her some love and go on and send her out in a good way. We support you, Wendy. We love you. Girl, going on out here and get your show back, get your money on, get your mental health on. And Wally, I'm out. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right. The number is 646. Thank you. 716-8447. Wendy Williams definitely doing incredible things. She was allegedly said that she was on crack. I don't know how true that is that she was on crack. So we don't know if she was on crack, but it was alleged that she was a crackhead or a cocaine head. But I do want to say this, that whatever Wendy Williams does next, I will be watching, okay? I will be tuning in. I will be watching, and I will definitely watch that as well. So we want to say special shout out to her. We want to say special shout out to y'all. Thank y'all so very much for calling in, for giving your opinion about Wendy Williams, and we will see y'all in the next live. Peace.